I want to get to Amin's opinions on Karl Anthony Towns, but Stugotz is going crazy because he thinks his Jets have a good chance at Davante Adams now that the Raiders are saying that he's in play for a trade and all it would take is cash and a second-round pick. So, Stugotz, your thoughts here are what? As I imagine there will be plenty of teams interested in Davante Adams, perhaps the Chiefs among them.
There are plenty of teams interested in Davante Adams because Adam Schefter and Diana Rossini, they're telling us the teams on Twitter right now that are interested. This is super fascinating from this standpoint. The Jets have to go get Davante Adams. They are all in with this quarterback, and Dan just pointed out that the Raiders will be looking for a second-round pick in cash, but perhaps someone is going to offer more for Davante Adams. And that someone, I think, might be Washington. Because if you could put that wide receiver with that young quarterback, then you're really on to something. Now, Washington, I would imagine, would offer a first-round pick if they had to, and a second-round pick if that's what it took.
No, that's steep for where it is Davante Adams is in his career.
Maybe 5 years
his
ago, yeah.
age.
No, but listen, the reporters are saying that Washington might be willing to go there because they want this receiver that badly, makes him a number one, McLaurin becomes a number two, right? And the Jets will have to match that because when you get Aaron Rodgers and Aaron's talking about getting Davante Adams and you know Davante wants to be there, you're going to have to match any offer that any other team makes to the Raiders to get him.
I think it comes down to a cap space issue, too, and I think Washington has the most cap space to go out and make this deal done.
New TV deal. Print more money. We covered this yesterday.
Okay, maybe. But for right now, if you're looking at the Jets, you're looking at the Chiefs, you're looking at some other teams that are maybe a little bit more strapped for cash, it's going to be very hard for them to make a trade for him because the math's not going to add up.
I'm curious what you guys think of this, because when people talk about the Chiefs and their offense and how constipated it is with a quarterback we all know to be great, 17 points against the Chargers, a lot of 16-play drives, 5 yards at a time. Domonique Foxworth does an excellent job in a number of different realms. One of them is breaking down football. I urge you to check out his podcast and his analysis on what it is that the Dolphins did this weekend, or on Monday night, where he's pointing out that the offense for Huntley was exactly the same as Tua. And you can't do that to a new quarterback because LaFleur didn't do that for Malik Willis. You've got to be someone who has versatility. But he's talking about why it is Davante Adams is not a good fit in Kansas City. Let's hear this.
Nobody should trade for Davante Adams.
No one.
I mean, maybe somebody should, but the two teams that come to mind, I would say shouldn't do it.
You're talking about the Chiefs and the Bills?
I guess I threw the Jets in there. I was thinking Chiefs.
Oh.
I was thinking Chiefs and Jets. But I guess I would say no to the Chiefs and the Bills. The Jets is the only one that should be considered. I said no to the Chiefs because I think that I think the Chiefs' offensive problems are more than a weapons issue. And
Really?
Yeah, I think their offensive. I mean, I think
The left tackle?
it's not just the left tackle; it's also the quarterback. And maybe it's a result of the left tackle, but the quarterback is not comfortable in the pocket and he's not playing well. I think that's and the one big play they had to where they had 7 people in protection, and it was a great throw. And I think Patrick Mahomes did magical Mahomes things in that game also, but he's very uncomfortable right now playing football, and it doesn't look great.
He agrees with you, huh? I mean,
It's just crazy to me that we continue to do this with the Chiefs, where at one time they had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce in their prime. And what's happened since is just very slowly a number of things get slightly worse, and they're still 4-0. And now the quarterback is taking some of the criticism. I haven't heard a lot of that anywhere other than from Domonique. And
you.
it is funny to see that they're still 4-0.
Chiefs are a bit of a mirage right now, middle of the pack in offensive and defensive numbers according to PFF.